Uh-oh. I smell a lot of hate coming in the comment section for what I'm about to say, Jesus. So I'm going to go ahead and read to you 2 articles. And I'm going to give my opinion on them and the whole situation. So Vibe posted an article on May 23rd of 2017 in the movies and TV section. Desiree Thompson, Desiree_Renee on Twitter, wrote the following article titled Migos reportedly refused to perform with drag queens on SNL or Saturday Night Live. Now, the actual performance of Bon Appetit with Katy Perry and Migos, you know, I'll post the video on my blog for those that missed it, but I can't post it here on YouTube. Anyways, let me go ahead and read to you guys what your girl Desiree wrote. According to the World of Wonder, the production company that commissioned a few of the drag queens that performed alongside the singer during her song Swish Swish weren't allowed to join the singer for her second set, Bon Appetit, with Migos. Their website added some drag queens weren't invited to the after party because the rappers felt uncomfortable. Other sources added the drag queens were intended to perform for both sets. Quote, I was one of the performers on that table with them the whole time during the rehearsal for 3 days. A source said, quote, on the day of the filming, when I got there, I was told to leave. I wasn't on the set at the time, but we were asking what happened. They said it was because Migos doesn't feel comfortable with having drag queens there. Some of the performers with Katie on Saturday, May 20th included popular New York drag queens like Brenda Darling, Lil Miss Hot Mess. What the hell? Little Miss Hot Mess. Anyways. Bryant Dorian, Scarlet Envy, Giselle Alicia, spelled Alicea, Alicia, Brita Filter, Yahuwah Hamasaka, Patea Hart, Kimberly Smalls, LaBeija, Alana McGirdles, Svetlana Stali. These are some fucked up names, Jesus. Vita Summers, Jose Gutierrez Extravaganza. Oh, that sounds like a straight drag queen. The Countess Mascara. And RuPaul's Drag Race Season 6 contestant Vivacious. Ooh, I would never guess that these are drag queens with names like this. There's also claims, those are some damn drag queen names straight out the 90s. There's also claims that an SNL staffer supported the rumor that no queens were allowed to the after party. That might be hard to believe considering there's proof that a good amount of fabulous queens were seen enjoying themselves with the singer and SNL cast member Leslie Jones on the set and the event. Katie's performance of Bon Appetit, and I'm glad they spell it correctly here, unlike these dummies on the internet that say Bon Appetit and all this other stupid. Anyways, just don't, and definitely don't try to get these idiots to spell pedestal. Katie's performance of Bon Appetit also featured a more intimate setting since the rappers and dancers were around a table with a handful of drag queens. World of Wonder has also deleted their post about the claims. Migos were previously wrapped up in claims of homophobia after their comments about I Love McConan. While the group has issued an apology, the group found themselves in the throes again when Offset said he wouldn't perform at a gay club during an interview with Billboard. Quavo denied he was homophobic by citing his work with Frank Ocean. Quote, I got a record with Frank Ocean, referring to the song Slide. He said, that closes my case. Well, I'm going to close the case in this homophobia and transphobia bullshit when I'm done. Anyways, let me go ahead and read to you this other article. Now, this is posted by the AJC on May 24th of 2017, titled Migos Rep Blast Report. They refuse to perform with drag queens on SNL. Here's what they wrote. Now, first of all, the article was posted by Jennifer Brett, filed in the celebrities category of the AJC. Is that the Atlanta Journal Constitution? I don't remember. It's the AJC though. Jesus. They wrote, a spokesman for Atlanta rap group Migos says an anonymously sourced post claiming the guys refused to take the stage with drag queens when they teamed up with Katy Perry on Saturday Night Live is completely false and fabricated. I'm sorry, but Katy Perry's fine as hell. Anyway, the story initially posted by World of Wonder has been deleted, but not before sparking interest among numerous other media outlets. Quote, One is quoted as saying, "I was one of the performers on that table with them the whole time during the rehearsal for 3 days. On the day of the filming, when I got there, I was told to leave. I wasn't on the set at the time, but we were asking what happened. They said it was because Migos doesn't feel comfortable with having drag queens there. The other drag queen is quoted as saying, quote, I heard it from the stylist. They changed the queens out in the Bon Appetit number, and they didn't seem too thrilled during rehearsal either with us there," end quote. Now, Vibe and Uprocks had weighed in, as well as Perez Hilton posted and then inevitably deleted a similar piece. Here's the Kate version. So, oh, they got a link to it, Jesus. Anyways, yeah, they posted some links to the videos, you know, for Katy Perry performing with Migos, the song Bon Appetit, as well as the song Swish Swish with all those drag queens up on there. Oh boy, so what is your favorite thirsty blogger who loves him some Katy Perry gonna have to say about this? Oh, Versace. All right, my Jesus. First of all, my lord. Okay, so let's see now. First of all, they deleted the post with these ridiculous claims. You know, I think that it's a bunch of nonsense. Some people were saying that it's, you know, homophobia or transphobia. Now, as a matter of fact, let me go look this up live as I'm doing this, because I know what I want to say, but if I have receipts, it'll make things much easier. Excuse me, I'm burping because my throat is full of bullshit right now. Okay. Now, according to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, the definition of the word phobia is an exaggerated, usually inexplicable and illogical fear of a particular object, class of objects, or situation. Exaggerated, usually inexplicable or unexplainable. And illogical fear. I've never in my life met a person that was scared of homosexuals or a person that was scared of transsexuals, because that's what they're basically trying to say that the Migos are. Like, if you go around and you read the different articles and everything, they're basically trying to say that they have a fear or phobia of these people. Now, what is it? Chlorophobia? When somebody is afraid of clowns? Let me just make sure I look up. Make sure I look up the exact name. Chlorophobia. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, that's the fear of clowns. I think chlorophobia is a fear of holes. But yeah, chlorophobia. C-O-U-L-R-O phobia. Chlorophobia. Now, here's the thing, man. Remember when people were popping up as clowns scaring people? As you know, the whole clown prank thing, 2016 going into 2017, or a lot of people just dressing up as clowns to scare people. They didn't even have to do anything in particular, just dressing up as a clown was frightening people. So here's the thing. So what do clowns and drag queens have in common? They put on wigs, a face full of makeup, and a colorful outfit, and they make people laugh. Now, there's nothing transphobic or homophobic about me saying that. I'm just asking a question. I mean, they both play dress up. They dress in costumes that are abnormal, and people look at it and they're like, what the hell am I looking at, right? And, you know, the truth of the matter is, I think that the real phobia is the phobia of clowns, because people I've actually seen have an actual real fear of clowns, but I've never seen anybody actually be afraid of homosexuals or transsexuals. And as far as being afraid of gay people, if somebody was afraid of a gay person, what would be the reason why? Like, what is the difference between a gay person and a straight person? And how the hell would I know that you're gay unless I saw a dick in your ass? I mean, just to be real with you, how the hell would I know? And then you actually listen to the way the gay people speak, the things they speak about, the way that they act. It's like they're their own different, their own race of people, their own group or something. They don't act like quote unquote normal people. And that's when you start to realize, like, wow, if he didn't have that funny voice, if he wasn't dressed like that, you know, it's not so much a fear. It's just that the person's acting odd or weird or out of place. It just doesn't make any sense. And this is not, you know, shade or anything. I'm not dissing these people. I'm just saying that they're not normal. So anything abnormal would be considered to be weird, out of place, or different, whether you thought it was different in a good way or a bad way. So basically what the person is doing is they're making a judgment, and it's equally judgmental to say you like something as it is to say that you don't like something. So if I don't want to be around gay people, not because of who they are, but the way that they act, then what's wrong with that? I mean, how would I know you're gay unless you tell me you are? One way or another, either with words or by actions. Now, I personally would never discriminate against a gay person just solely off of the fact that they're a homosexual, because I don't really care about what you do in your private life. I care about what you do in front of me. And when we see gay people, we see them walk around naked all the damn time, you know, having gay parades. You got a dude in a Speedo with his ass cheeks hanging out. It's like, is this what being gay is about? Is about public nudity and making a fool of yourself and showing off and trying to draw attention to yourself? Because I don't like attention whores in general. So if there's a certain segment of society who is looking for attention, screaming for it, then yeah, I probably wouldn't like you, because I'm just not into attention whores. That doesn't make me homophobic. It makes me attention horophobic. There's a difference. And as far as this whole transphobic BS thing, I've never met anybody who was transphobic, but if I did, it would make complete sense. You know, pretty much what trannies are is somebody that's decided that they were going to be a genital mutilator who was going to force you to accept genital mutilation. So you got this guy walking around who cut his hot dog off that says you have to not be scared of him, even though he cut a body part off. So you're going to go cut yourself up. You're a genital mutilator, a self-harmer. You're going to harm yourself, chop body parts off, and then look at me in the face and say, you cannot be fearful of being around a person who chopped their body part off. This is completely normal, because a voice in my head, sounds like schizophrenia, potentially, a voice in my head told me that I'm a different gender than what I am. It doesn't matter, you know, what my chromosomes say. My chromosomes are lying, because the voice in my head said that I'm a woman. So I'm going to listen to the voice in my head as opposed to science and say the voice in my head that told me to chop my fucking genitals off is correct. The voice in my head won. Because I feel that I'm a woman. Well, guess what, tranny? I feel that I'm rich. I am trans-ritual. I'm going to go into a bank tomorrow, and I'm going to tell them to fill my goddamn bank account, because I always felt rich. A voice in my head always told me that, and it's the way that I always felt, and it must be true. So I'm going to have some surgery done to my bank account tomorrow. But that's none of y'all business. And don't judge me about my lifestyle either. But anyways, this is all my opinion. What do I know? I'm just an asshole with a microphone. Let me know what you guys think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more. Follow me on Twitter at Meat Magazine, Meat Magazine 7 on Google+, Meat Magazine blog and Instagram. Be sure to hit that notification button. It's right next to the subscribe button. It looks like a bell. Once you click that button, you'll be sent alerts to be notified when new videos get posted. For the record, I'm not trans or homophobic at all whatsoever. I have no phobias. I have no irrational, unexplainable fears of anything. But if anybody is fearful of transsexuals, it's not the fact that they're a quote-unquote transsexual in the sense that you fear that group of people because of what they want to be or whatever. It's because of the simple fact that the person's a fucking genital mutilator, and we're taught in society that people who commit acts of violence against themselves could potentially commit an act of violence against you. So therefore, if you're a cutter, and not just a cutter, not just somebody making little superficial slashes in your wrist or on your leg or something like that, or on your stomach, your shoulder, or wherever you choose to make a little superficial scratch, but you're willing to actually cut a fucking body part off, it makes absolute 100% sense that could fucking scare somebody. Who are you, Dexter? You're willing to cut a body part off, and then you're going to wave it in my face and say, ha ha. If this scares you, with blood dripping from your hand, if this scares you, you're a homophobe, a transphobe. No, I'm a crazy phobe. It has nothing to do with you being a transsexual. It has to do with you being a genital mutilator. There's nothing wrong about me saying that either. So if you have a problem with it, then, you know, we can debate on my radio show. But at the end of the day, yes, there's absolutely nothing wrong with a person saying that this just sounds creepy. It just doesn't sound right. If I went and chopped my goddamn finger off, you would say I'm crazy. And guess what? You'd be right.